Hello and good day. This is Dr. Peter again with a weekly outlook and the balance sheet for the past trading month of September 2022. Statistically, September is the weakest month on the stock market every year, and that proved to be true again this year. All the world's indices were under selling pressure, including almost all commodity stocks. They all headed south. My goal at the Croesus-Asset Management is to deliver a monthly performance of around 8 to 12%, so that we can constantly pay out more than 100% return on investment at the end of the year. September was another tough month, so I also had to cope with the difficult market environment. The balance sheet in September shows us a plus of 7.09%, which in the end will prove to be a marginal deviation from the average over the year. So we are, as always, completely in line with our balance sheet planning. We are now entering the last quarter of 2022 and technically we are heavily oversold, which is why a slight brightening of sentiment on the stock market is generally expected. But we still have overriding geopolitical tensions and Ukraine's renewed push forward NATO membership. The destruction of the Nord Stream pipelines and the general mobilization in Russia and the threat of the use of strategic nuclear weapons will further cloud the overall picture. The deindustrialization of Germany is progressing aggressively and industry is moving its production to the USA. Because of energy security, there is a tenth of the price. Germany's high achievers are migrating or plan to do so, while millions of benefit recipients from crisis countries continue to stream into Germany because of the lure of full supplies there. Meanwhile, Germany continues to depend on the USA for energy supplies as it did before on Russia, only this time at many times the price. The USA is also rushing to export the semiconductor industry from Taiwan to the USA in order to become less dependent on the semiconductor industry there, in the event of Taiwan's annexation by China. So we see that the United States is preparing for major upheavals and it's becoming self-sufficient from the rest of the world. The majority of people in the world are surprised about the questionable decisions of the German government, but disregard the fact that it cannot act sovereignly. At this point, a quotation from Carl Jacob Burckhardt, who said, "It is one of the most difficult things that can be imposed on a thinking person to have experienced the course of an historical process among ignorant people, whose inevitable outcome he has long known with clarity. The times of the errors of others, of false hope, of blindly committed mistakes then becomes very long." With the fall of Germany, the European Union also falls, which can only help the hills of Europe. Next, the real estate market will collapse and as a result, the banks will come under pressure. So prepare yourself and make good decisions. There are not hopeless situations. Survival and victory will always go to those who know how to adapt it best. We at Croesus-Asset Management can only offer solutions for small but important areas of life. And our solutions are called exponential progressive asset accumulation and decentralized asset protection. Stay well informed. Visit our website. Become part of the Croesus family. I look forward to meeting you. Yours sincerely, Dr. Peter Reinhardt.